Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Will. I'm actually on a walk right now, but I had something on my mind. I figured I'd just record some thoughts and share them here. And it centers around a concept called via negativa. And if you look up via negativa, it's an old Latin term that was used in early Christianity to describe God, not for what God is, but for what God is not. So in other words, remove everything that is not God and whatever you have left, well, there's God. So that was what the original meaning is. In today's world, where I see this applied, and sort of a modern version of this, is the focus on removing things versus adding for success. And that may be in a personal life, in a relationship, and certainly in business. And it's on my mind because so many of the restaurants that we serve that are very successful, now they're not using that term via negativa, most likely. Probably nobody that's listening to this has ever heard that, or most people haven't. But the practice they certainly use, which is removing non-essentials, or not adding things that are not essential. That leads to a friction-free, clean, simple business in every aspect of the business. Whether it's the menu, whether it's the process of getting a table, whether it's whatever it may be, any aspect, back of the house, front of the house, removing non-essentials leaves you with something that is crisp, clean, easy, fresh, simple, and effective. And it is absolutely the way that we've run Schedulefly. Now, this podcast isn't designed to be about Schedulefly. It's designed to be about successful businesses, but certainly we relate to the people we serve really well. Because we serve independent restaurants and small groups and not big chains, I think we relate. Our customers are very like-minded. I guess what I'd say is that we would run a restaurant the same way we run Schedulefly. And I give massive credit to Tyler and Wes for understanding that fully and thoroughly early on, and building both a business that is friction-free and a software that is friction-free. So removing things that are not essential and getting down to the core essence and the basics of what are essential and focusing on those and doing those really, really, really well. The execution has got to be excellent when you do that on the things you do. But if you remove the things that you're not good at, that you don't want to focus on, that are not essential, you can be. Wes has said no hundreds of times, thousands of times. I don't know. We've been doing this 12 years. I can't tell you how many times I've said, hey, how about it? What if we add this? And he's had to say no. He's had to have the courage and the wherewithal and the discipline to say no. Because he's always known at its core that Schedulefly is about keeping things really simple. And everything you add, there's adding it, so there's a first order effect of adding that button or that tab or that feature or whatever, and there's a second order effect of how does that affect other things within the software, and how does that affect the user. And eventually, most software companies do that. They keep adding to the point that, something that was initially simple, which gathered a lot of, which led to a lot of success and gathered a lot of happy users. If you try to, quote, please your customers all the time and you're adding, well, you wind up with a complicated software that people don't love anymore, and it's full of headaches and glitches and bugs, and it's flaky and it blips out a lot. And of course, then those companies go back, well, we're launching a basic version, but we've never had to do that. Thanks to Wes and Tyler as well. So anyway, the point being, via negativa, I believe, is a great practice, and it's very relevant, certainly in personal life as well. I mean, let's say in your diet, removing things from your diet is probably going to lead to better chances of improving your health than adding anything, right? Remove the stuff that's bad. Remove the stuff that sucks. Remove the shitty stuff, and then what's left is going to be good stuff, and that's good. So anyway, it's just something I had on my mind. I see it so often with so many of the restaurant owners and managers and staff that we're lucky to serve, that we respect, that we admire, who are admired in their communities and who have successful businesses. They're not saying via negativa, but you can bet they're practicing it. That's it. Hope y'all have a good one. We'll have more podcast interview episodes coming up soon. See ya.